Ora viva, pessoal! My name is André, and welcome back to the Talos Principle. Now, what's happening? So in the last live stream, I basically finished, I think it was World 4 and World 5, and that places me in a very interesting situation, which is the only worlds that are missing are 2 and 1 other puzzle. So, World 6, World 7, that should be there-ish. Where is it? Okay, it's somewhere. So World 6, World 7 should be somewhere. And then we are... but I forgot one thing. Peraí. Give me one quick second. Peraí. Okay. So, as I was saying, we have World 6 here. World 7 should be here. Hey, World 7 is there. So, in theory, all I have to do is World 6, World 7, and then there is one last puzzle, or not last, but one puzzle that is at World 5 of Complex B. We're currently in Complex C. And after that, we're done. James Ellum on YouTube Shorts. Hi, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. So, let's start with World 6. And let's see what challenges we're gonna face. Okay. I wonder if my friend is going to be here. Okay, Faith. Let's start with Faith. Dearest brother, I admit that I am finding it very difficult to believe in a loving God under these circumstances. Why would a loving God inflict such pain and suffering on good, kind people? If truly there is a personal God, how can he be the same God who will subject those children to such unbearable pain? Remember all the answers to this? I don't want to know. Okay. Something to, if you want to watch it, just pause the video and read it. I am going to, one of these days, try to understand the story more deeply. But doing live stream is very hard to just, read things. So sometimes I do read full texts because they're very interesting. Others, it's just like, Dear Alexandra, I think Alexandra is the girl that we are actually every now and then hearing audio notes. As we approach the end, first, this is an interesting text to read because we're seeing that the world is going to end for humans apparently, and I think we're starting to see glimpses of what could be happening. As we approach the end, I wanted to let you know how much I appreciated this chance to finish my work on Soma Talos. Okay, Talos is where we are. My faith makes death a far less frightening prospect than it is for others. I know we have all died many times before, but the thought of leaving the work unfinished did weigh on me. For having released me from that burden, I will forever be thankful to you, even if our attempt itself fails. Though there are trillions of worlds beyond this one, I hope we may meet again in another life. Okay, so clearly she is a person that believes in reincarnation. Okay. Next, human soul. If all machines were to be annihilated at one moment, so that not a knife nor lever, nor rag for clothing, nor anything whatsoever were left to man, but his bare body alone that he was born with, and if all knowledge of mechanical laws were taken from him so that he could make no more machines, and all machine-made food destroyed, that's a lot of things, destroyed so that the race of men should be left as it were naked upon a desert island, we should become extinct in 6 weeks. A few miserable individuals might linger, but even these in a year or two would become worse than monkeys. Man's very soul is due to the machines. It is a machine-made thing. He thinks as he thinks and feels as he feels. Through the work that machines have wrought wrought upon him, and their existence is quite as much a sine qua non for his as his for theirs. Meh. I'm not sure exactly if I agree with this. I think there are people that are really exceptional at surviving. Okay. Okay, so next, puzzles. Okay. How are we here? We have 3 puzzles only. Well, I say only, but let's not disregard the complexity that some puzzles will be. Okay, play button and connectors. The 7 doors of recording. I don't like this. The 7 doors of recording. Ay, palhaço. No freaking way. I hate this already. Trust me, I really do hate this. What if I were to grab this again? If I say that I want to hit that as well, right? So if I do this... Ih, caralho, peraí. Got it. So we have 2. If I do this, we shut that thing. Okay. So I managed to have all of these doors open. Come on. Okay. What do I need? I need to open that. I'm still going to need 2. So, if I leave things as they are at the moment, and if I... Well, that's going to be a problem. So I can have the jammer here. So I can record this and be exactly where I am with everything open except those 2. Now, to open those 2, I'm going to need the red beam to be shot at there. And I'm going to place the connector here, but I have a big issue. I don't think I can actually do that. Because the red beam thingy is there. It might affect the thing. That's going to be a problem. Okay, let me see if I can... What it was... I heard I was hearing something. So let's see if I can improve this, because this is going to be the problem. So if I do that, I can't. Okay, so okay. But this is going to be a gigantic issue because I will not be able to cross the thing. So I have 1, 2 weights, right? So if I stand here, I have... Oh, I can... Oh, I think I can manage this. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's see how it goes. So, I'm going to record and just come here and stand in here. Okay? Now I'm going to stand here and I'm going to wait for my other guy to pick up a few things and go there. Now, will this work? I have no idea. But I don't know if you go behind. If you go back in the video, you're gonna see me ranting about a puzzle that I'm missing. Not ranting, but I'm talking about the puzzle that I'm missing. The puzzle that I'm missing is exactly like this. So a lot of things that I need to go through, and I can't do it. So if I go here now, so I can pick this and do that. Now I can go here, pick this. Oh! Ah. Caraças. Do that. Okay, I need to leave before the thing goes in. Actually, a bit easier than what I was expecting. Okay. That one is done. So, that's done. Let's go to the next one. And in theory... a lot of graves in here. Voila. I wonder how many of us there have been. Well, an infinite amount of them, apparently. Oh, there's a thing there. I'm gonna go there eventually. Okay, so we have one puzzle there, and the other puzzle is over there. Okay. That's the... Oh, entrance. There are a couple of things that I've missed here. Elohim talks about how the world arose from hidden worlds. What if those words were let there be eternal suffering? What if they had no purpose? What if all of this is just randomly synthesized from the garbage of a dead world? That will not be good, I take it. And you are. Our purpose can only be achieved by not contemplating purpose. It's kind of deep, I guess. Okay. Let's now listen to this. I think this is Alexandra, the one that we just heard about in the message.
This is all ego, isn't it? Recording these random thoughts, these letters to the future. Just a desperate grab for immortality. But you should know, yes, this was my idea, my project. But so many people helped. People I don't even know. People I haven't even met who can do things I don't even begin to understand. That if we succeeded, if someone's listening to this, I really can't take credit for it. What we achieved together. And if we fail, well, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I was just looking at the door number 5. You see on top left area, there's a 5. And we're missing 2, 4, 6, 7 pieces. So, 7 pieces. After 2 of this world, that's 5. Oh, the other one must be 4. Got it. Okay. So, let's go here. Circumlocution. I have no idea what that thing is. I couldn't even read it. Okay. That much we already know, right? Okay, I should have a box somewhere here. Right. This is already a problem, and I have just arrived at the level. Right. Right. I am missing something, right? Ah! There's a box there, got it. Okay, I can pick this and do something like that. Can I point at something else? Right. So I can take this now, right? Point it there. Point it there. In a box. Great. Now, in theory, this box serves only one purpose, which is to open one of them. But is it really that? Apparently it is. Okay. Box. There, pick that. So, okay, let's do it like this. I'm gonna grab this. There. There. Now, I am going to place you here in the middle. Right? There you go. So that way you can connect there, which is what we need. At the same time, I'm going to take that, and that. Okay, and we have that open. We can take this, right? So if I now go here, I can open that. Now, there was a guy walking around here. I believe I saw a ball walking around here. But I am not sure. But apparently it can't be this easy, obviously. But yes. That's a star. Okay. I need to bring the block. That. How do I do that? Okay. That is going to be a gigantic problem. Accessible through there, we know that. Next, we need to. You're sending there, right? But we need the jammer to block that, and that's going to be the issue. So if I go here. But I now need to have that. So pick it from there and shoot it there. Okay. That means that I need to pick this guy. It's not gonna work. Okay, now I'm gonna do that and also that. Right, which means that I can pick this and but now I'm stuck here. And that's the problem. I need to open this to block that. Okay, this is going to be a gigantic issue. How can I shoot that thing? I can't. Am I missing something? I hate when this happens. It's very good when you finish it, but until you finish it, it's a bummer. Child program, terminated here. Logic, seriously unfit for purpose. Final memory dump. Ah! Okay. How the hell do I need to trigger that somehow. That is done. We need to open this, right? Except I probably don't need to, because I can keep it open from here and grab this and take the connector to this area here and pick that, open that. But I'm still going to need that. Well, not really, but I am going to need access to... I don't have it. Okay, how can I access that area? I don't. That's a problem. I'm not seeing anything on that side. And there's clearly... Okay, this is clearly inaccessible. Which sucks, to be honest. Unless I can bring more things. But if I pick this guy... And if I trigger that door... And if I pick this guy... That thing is still open, which is great. Now, I need to say... Right, I need to say... You're gonna be placed in there. Right. That's open. And now I can grab this guy, bring it here, and close you. But now I have a gigantic issue. Because I need another connector to open that. And I don't have any. Which is a big, big problem. Let's see if I can pick... Let's see if I can pick another one. So... If I open that... But then I'll lose the... Okay, here's my problem. I could try to pick that connector there, but if I pick this connector, I will lose access to this area here. Even if I shoot with the jammer, which I could, I won't be able to push the jammer out. Put the jammer here, on this side. Unless... Let's see if... Sometimes this is just about adjusting angles. So if I grab this guy... You're there, right? So how... To where do I need to place you? You need to be... Here. So if I pick you... That should be good enough. Let's... Okay, that's a problem. Okay, that is a gigantic issue. But what if I So I'm just gonna have to... So if I take you... And if I... Yeah, but I can't do that. See? Whatever. All I need to do is just keep it open for a while. Okay. But that's going to be the problem. If I now take that, you're not working, right? You're not, but okay, we're gonna need you, but I can take you from here. You're there, right? So I can do that. So if I take this, and then if I go here, that is now open, which means I can take this. That is now connected, right? I can take this. I need... No, peraí. I can take this. Where's jammer? I can take the jammer. Peraí. Easy. I can take jammer. Open that. Come here, take that, get here, and just do, okay, just do nothing. I can now grab this guy, go here, open that, and that, so this is kept open, right? And I can say there, there. There. Let's grab this guy. And hopefully... Oh, graças. I can see that. Nice! It took a while. But I managed to pull it off. Beautiful.